truck drivers are threatening to shut down national highways today. They say foreigners are taking their jobs. They're also calling for a 15% salary increase for all local truck drivers. eNCA's Lethiwe Mdluli is at the Mariannhill Toll Plaza in Pinetown, and she joins us now live. Lethiwe, how's it looking where you are? We've heard the threats from truck drivers. Have they already started blocking the roads?
Well, Masejo, for now we are actually seeing a lot of trucks passing through the Mariannhill Toll Plaza. We did hear from the trucking forum that their strike will not actually blockade the N3 or the N2 or any major routes, but instead they will have their truck drivers staying at home instead of being on the road. But as you can see from what is currently happening behind me, there are a number of trucks on the road. So far, we've counted a few trucks that are passing through the Mariannhill Toll Plaza. And as you mentioned, there are quite a number of demands that the trucking industry is demanding from their companies, one of them being that they do not want any foreigners being hired by the trucking industry here in the country. They are also saying that 80% of those that are hired by trucking companies in South Africa are foreigners, and they are demanding that there be a 0% of them being hired. Just last year, Masejo, I was actually on the N3 where the truck drivers had blocked the N3 on Van Wienen's Pass. And this was back in October, and they had the same demands as well, saying that a number of trucking companies are only hiring foreigners, and they are demanding that they hire only South Africans. We did hear from the trucking drivers forum a bit earlier on where they did also say that they are demanding an increase of 15% in their salaries, and they are also wanting the bargaining council to only register South African drivers and South African companies. This has been an ongoing issue for years, Masejo, where we've seen truck drivers blocking the N3 and the N2 and major routes in the country where they are demanding the same thing. And they are saying that they are calling for the Minister of Transport, Fikile Mbalula, to listen to them, because if they don't listen to them, this is going to be going on for years. We've also heard earlier on that they are planning to march to the bargaining council offices tomorrow, where they will be handing in their list of demands and their memorandum.
And just very quickly, Lethiwe, now that you're saying they've said that they'll ask their members to, perform a stay away from work, tell us about, how this can affect the economy, because the trucking, sector is quite important for the delivery of goods in and out of South Africa.
Well, Masejo, the economy will be hit hard because, of course, the trucking companies do transport a lot of goods in the country. While speaking to truck drivers last year, when we did see the blocking of the N3, they did mention that they move around a lot of SADC countries, and if there is a blocking of the N3 for just a few hours, that does affect the economy a lot. And I guess that's why the trucking industry or the truck drivers always embark on the strike by blocking the N3, because they want their demands to be felt. And the only way for them to do that is to block the N3, which means that the goods that they are transporting will not make it to wherever they are transporting them. And of course, this does cause a backlog as well. When it comes to the delivering of those goods, you will see that food will not be delivered on time. And so, of course, that is a major problem for the economy, especially for economies of provinces such as KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. These provinces, of course, were hit hard by the rioting last year back in July. And of course, we've seen governments trying to get back on their feet and attracting investors from across the world. And having the N3 blocked will not send out a good message to those investors. And they have said before that it is quite a setback to have the N3 blocked. But of course, we are seeing this protest going on, and truck drivers are demanding that they be heard by the Minister of Transport and also the trucking companies that do hire these foreign drivers. But also with foreign drivers, they are saying that it's quite difficult for them to not accept these jobs and to not accept these salaries because this is their only way of putting food on the table. So it's quite a difficult situation. But of course, we will be seeing these truck drivers going to the bargaining council tomorrow where they will hand their memorandum over and see what will happen moving forward.